Continue. All right.
All right. Hey everybody. You are here live at the Entrepreneurs Hangout. Sometimes we are live in Culpeper and sometimes we're online. I chose to do this one online because my guest, Alex, the AI coach expert, is in New Hampshire. So we are going to learn some really great stuff from him. And I'm just going to say, take it away, Alex.
All right. Thank you so much, Kelly, for this opportunity, for making this possible to be here today. So for those who haven't gotten my name is Alex. As mentioned, I'm an AI growth expert, so I help businesses scale, leveraging AI skills. And for today, we're going to be focusing a little bit in terms of lead generation. That's my primary focus on how I help most entrepreneurs. And my journey didn't start here. Been doing business for, I'd say, 7, 8 years, uh, pretty much compact experience. And I didn't start up as an entrepreneur. I found myself here just along the way. It happened that on this particular day, I was working somewhere as an operations manager. And then on this particular day, I walked into my office. I think it was an afternoon, on a Tuesday, and I found an envelope addressed to me on my desk. So I sat quietly and quickly to read the components of the letter. And what was addressed there came to me as a shocker. I had 24 hours to hand over company property, and they said my job was done. Mind you, I had come back on a Monday from paternity leave. So my daughter had just been born like 3 weeks prior. And then I come in back from leave on Monday. On Tuesday, I'm handed my letter. Without no single sign, anything was coming my way. So that was my start journey of my entrepreneur journey, to the aspect that out of that desperation, because my wife is home, I'm trying to figure out, I have a new kid, I have no job. So out of my desperation, I tried to talk in my boss then to take me back for a couple of months before I figured out my life. And the words that he gave me that very time, he told me, Alex, go figure out you can work for yourself. You have a good experience. The company can run without you. And that was my lightning moment because I felt like I had given somebody else too much power to determine how my life was going to go. And that was my beginning journey of my entrepreneur because I thought I need to do something. And this is not how I was supposed to live my life. And I'm not going to give somebody else that key to decide to switch off the lights when they want and turn it off when they want. So I've started a couple of businesses, mostly say they failed because I didn't have a lot of experience, lost a lot of money along the way. I invested in, I would say, coaches with a lot of promises, as most of us I know have experienced this in our entrepreneur journey. And along that, there's somebody I lost a couple, I think almost get 8 grand. Somebody was supposed to help me set up a website, generate leads. And to this day, I don't think I've ever got any business from that venture. And that's what gotten me into starting this because I felt like that I needed to help fellow entrepreneurs who are failing to understand in terms of lead generation. What are the aspects that they need in terms of your business? Because I understood I had a very beautiful website. I had invested a lot of money, but no business was coming in. So my question was, why? It's because I had invested in the wrong components of my business. And that's generally what I'm teaching most entrepreneurs. What do you need to focus on when you're doing startup? When you're a certain level, what are the things and the metrics that you need to focus in? How do you bring business? How do you grow a business? And that's basically the behind story of what I'm doing and how I'm helping entrepreneurs. And I'm leveraging AI to help businesses scale and generate more leads. So that's a little bit about myself. I'm gonna share
Amazing story, by the way, Alex. Amazing. It is the ultimate epitome of entrepreneurship. It doesn't ever, like you don't ever know when it's going to start, and it's never when you think it's going to, and never how it's going to be. But That's exactly what it is. Throw Alex into the deep end and Alex will swim, and here we are today. So that's great.
Yeah, and here we are, and I'm glad it happened. It was for a good reason. So I'm gonna share my screen here to kind of start off. I hope I'm gonna be able to stay within the time that we have, because I thought I had a lot of things I needed to share with you guys. And my question was, where do I start? What am I gonna talk about, and what am I gonna leave out? So this is a simulation of me, an AI generated image, which I've done to say this is Alex. They call me the AI guy. So that's me. So why do you need to care? And what is AI? If somebody was to ask you, who is AI? And me, I've had a couple of guys here who are in tech. What would be the simple definition of somebody when somebody is to ask you what is AI and why is it important in lead generation? If you could put that in the chat, real quick, what are some of the things that you could describe AI for? I'd imagine there are people who have not heard about AI, or they have heard, they are not sure what it is. Let me hear your thoughts.
Are you asking familiarity with AI?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm reasonably familiar,
Okay.
use of LLMs and stuff like that. So
All right. So you're pretty much aware. And somebody would ask, why is it important in lead generation? Why are we focusing on that? So this is a question John Depp is asking here. Why AI? He's holding his flag here. Why do we need to focus on AI as fellow entrepreneurs? And a simple question is because it's the opportunity of today, and any business that is not going to focus or put their efforts in today in terms of AI and invest itself in AI, probably in a couple of years, you're going to go extinct. That's a simple reason why I tell somebody that they need to explore this opportunity of today is a revolution. And those who are trying to run away from them, if you're not going to be using AI, I can guess and assure you that your competition is going to be using AI. So that's why you need to at least learn one or two things on how you can leverage AI for your business. And we'll be looking at how we can do that in terms of AI, or in terms of lead generation. And for those who are in businesses, what would you describe a lead? Real quick in the chats, give me what's your explanation of a lead, or what would you describe a lead as?
Can I do it in the chat or can I do it out
Yep.
here?
Whichever
So,
works for you.
okay. So I think a lead for me is a qualified opportunity, not random, not just generic, and not cold. Well, I mean, cold it could be, but it needs to be a qualified lead, somebody that's genuinely somebody I can sell to.
Exactly. And I'll say your truth. And mostly I'll say a lead is somebody that you can contact, or somebody who
Mhm.
has shown some form of interest in your products. That's what you could conclude as a lead. Is someone you can contact or has shown some interest in your product and services. So the question for most entrepreneurs or us businesses, it's always, how do I get more leads, and how do I get the cheapest? How do I get the best leads? And how do I even stay consistent? These are some of the questions that keep most businesses up in the night, because right now, lead generation, if you're paying ads, it's become very expensive. Sometimes it's not guaranteed. I've had a lot of coaches that I talk to, oh, I did Facebook ads, I didn't even get 2 or 3 clients, and I did these ads and then I ran out of money. So the whole process wasn't consistent, because you need to keep putting in money for you to get more leads. So these are some of the questions that most entrepreneurs are facing today. How can I get it cheap? How can I get the best lead which is more qualified? And how can I stay consistent in terms of the lead that I'm bringing in to the business? And why do you think most businesses are failing in these aspects of lead generation? What are some of the components you might think that most entrepreneurs or most businesses are failing in these aspects? Anybody can give any 1 or 2 ideas on why you think most of us entrepreneurs, we're failing some of these business aspects.
Somebody else want to go first?
Sure. I think the high probable leads and the consistency, I think, are a bigger challenge. Purely number of leads wise, you can get a lot of leads by going on social media and like launching a big campaign. But then if your campaign is not in the right direction, the leads you are getting have very low conversion rate, or you may get like 100 leads today and no leads tomorrow. So
Sure.
I
That's a
feel you're
valid
right,
point.
Kedar, as well. And it's like spaghetti on a wall. People just throw stuff out there and they waste a lot of money, and then there's no follow-up.
Exactly. That's some of the key points that we have. And why most of us are failing is failure to understand our clients. Most of us are just throwing things around without knowing who you're targeting. The second thing is just overlooking the power of data analytics. Most businesses, they don't go back to look at the data in terms of either the content that they are putting out, the feedback that they are getting from their clients. All those are metrics that most businesses don't go back to look at. That is neglecting the role of content marketing. Most entrepreneurs today, or most businesses today, or each and every business today, I believe this is a big component that each and every, whether it's a big or small medium business, content marketing is something they should always have in the pocket. The number 4 is poorly optimized lead capture and conversion. So once the lead capture or come to you, what's the process that you're building your funnel towards capturing them, nurturing them, and then closing? And then number 5 is just being inconsistent. They will do adverts or they will do content for a couple of months, it didn't work, and then stop. Just having an inconsistent process in terms of going for your leads. And then number 6 is just distractions. Today, there's 1,001 ways when you go on social media. There's 1,001 people who are always trying to reach us, including myself, on how they want to help me scale my business. And for you as an entrepreneur, if you don't choose and focus on one strategy, you're more than likely to lose focus and get distraction with something that I call the girl or the woman with the red dress. You know, every woman who's come to you with a red dress, they tell you this is what is going today, you want to jump on. So for us entrepreneurs, if you have an existing business, for you, if you have one strategy, all you need to do is go all in, become consistent with it, and just optimize on that strategy. All strategies work. What most people lack is just consistent follow-up with most of their processes. And some of the common mistakes that I see, or how you can avoid some of these lead generation strategies that I see most entrepreneurs doing, is just casting their their nets wide, targeting everyone, which is costly and can lead to low conversion. So AI helps you to tailor your targeting, making it efficient. So these are some of the strategies that AI can help you to just zero in, make sure you're targeting. I would rather you talk to 10 people who are your ideal clients than talk to 50 and 100 who are not your ideal clients, because you waste a lot of time. But with AI, you're able to leverage some of these skills. And then second thing that mistakes that most people are making in lead generation is slow response time. So once you get a lead, you have delayed responses, which can cause you to lose huge opportunities where you're waiting too long to get back to your potential hot lead. That's another big mistake that I see most people having. You're not getting back, you're putting out your content out there, but you're not getting back to people who are engaging with your content. And then number 3 is not leveraging data analytics. We just mentioned this. More of us are not looking at our data and making informed decisions based on the trends, preferences, which can help you to tailor make solutions and optimize lead generation. And then number 4 is paid campaigns. This requires a sustainable amount of budget. And once you stop running ads, the leads stop and AI continue generating. So this is one of the pitfalls that I did fall into when I built my website and I started doing campaigns. And it was this huge budget, almost $1,200 a month, which probably most people don't have when you're starting up. And the leads that were coming in were questionable. So I don't want people to fall back to these same strategies. It's okay to do an advert, but at a certain level, once you build your business in terms of organic way. So why are most of us not attracting the right audience. Why are we struggling? Number one question that most coaches I get to talk to is, I don't feel like I'm getting my ideal audience. And the reason is you're selling to the wrong people. That's always the first question. You want to get people who are willing to pay. And here you just need a big pool of people to be targeted, and don't niche away too far. I remember seeing connecting with another entrepreneur and telling me, oh, my business is very unique and I don't know why people are not liking it. You know, having a unique business does not mean that you're going to make sales. The secret of a business is being in a big pool where there's already an existing clientele. So you don't want to come and niche away too far and say, oh, my business is unique. I'm the only person selling this. It's probably the reason there is no market for that. So you need to refocus, look at where there's a big pool of people, and that's the easiest pool where you can go to target. And be aware of people that I call free people, who people just want things for free, cheap people who only have a certain budget set for what they can spend. They can't spend past that. And you want to sell to premium people, people who are willing to pay for the value that you're bringing on board. So this should be your primary focus. If somebody feel they want things for free, because I get people asking me, is this workshop paid? Once somebody start asking you that kind of question, that's somebody you should be aware. Don't even pay attention to them, because that tells you a lot about them. Because the people should focus more on the value that you're bringing on board. You should be asking, what are we going to be learning in this? Or what will I learn? That's the kind of person that you want to pay to, not somebody who's asking you, is this paid or free? Okay. And the second reason,
I love it, Alex. I love it.
yeah. And the second reason is you are the wrong person. And sometimes we are the wrong. You can have the best solution in the market, but when people don't like you, you're the wrong people or the wrong person to them, there's no way they can buy from you, because probably people don't know you, or probably they don't like you, or they don't trust you, or they don't know you because they don't know you, or they know you. Sometimes people have experienced you. They probably have bought a low ticket offer from you and they didn't find value in it. That's a way of people experiencing you. So that becomes a deterrent for you scaling your business, or people don't like you. And to be honest, it's all of us and it happens naturally. I can't say that I like everybody that I meet. There are people that I just met and I just don't like them for no apparent reason. And it's not like it's just being honest. There are people you just don't like, no apparent reason. You just don't connect with them. And no matter how the best solution they present to you, you just don't like them. So that's the other reason. And then number three, you're not solving a real problem. Biggest question I also see a lot of entrepreneurs, somebody will go insisting, this is what I want to do, but you want to ask yourself, what is the problem that you're solving in the market? And you want a problem that people already know they have, because that helps you in optimizing your funnel very quick, because you're not trying to educate people about the challenge they have. So when people already know, like for me, most entrepreneurs, people will come to me, I'm looking to get more clients. They already know they have a challenge getting clients. So for you, you're going to solve a problem that's already existing, and they already know that they need help. So that makes you conversations with them so much easier. Okay. And then number four, you have the wrong price on your product. Consider sometimes the price might be outweighing their payouts. So you want to make a promise. You're promising somebody to help them make 100,000, but you're asking them to invest 3,000. So that'll be questionable. Imagine walking into a car, you're looking to buy a Lamborghini. You know very well it's worth 300,000, but you find it with a price tag of 20 or 30,000. And the first question goes in your mind will be, what's wrong with this? It's probably the engine is jacked up or something is up with it. So you want to make sure the price is not too high and the price is not too low. And then number five is the wrong presentation. So I see a lot of us and most coaches and entrepreneurs, the kind of presentation that you're putting out when you are doing your marketing, you're selling, people only to that you can solve their problem. That's what people are interested in. So you want to talk about the benefits of how or what they're going to get from their course by telling them this is what you get, this is what you get, this is what you get. Sometimes we tend up to tell people a lot of things, and then they start thinking, overthinking, and thinking like, this is too much information. Doesn't sound like it's for me. Because would you rather have somebody solve your problem with 20 videos or just a one-page presentation? Which one would you prefer? Would you somebody telling you, oh, I have these 20 videos which can help you, and somebody else telling you, I have only this one page to solve your problems? Which would you rather do?
I want less is more.
Less is more. Yeah, that's the biggest challenge that I see. So you want to make sure your presentation is clear way forward. You're doing your presentation right. So how do we overcome a lack of clients, a stagnation, technological challenges, which I see most entrepreneurs, and financial instability in our businesses, changing market dynamics and systems failing and not scaling effectively? How do we do that as entrepreneurs? And the answer is just leveraging AI. So I'll do this model of business that I like presenting. I'm not go too much into details about it because of in the interest of time. But when I think about a small medium business today, there are 5 key components that I always think that each should have today if you want to succeed and scale your businesses. And those 5 components are your content, your marketing, your sales, customer support, and operations. Every single small medium business should be capable to do this or get this. And what does content help you do? Content helps you nurture, attract your audience. It tells people what you do, because nobody will care until they know that or you can solve a problem for them. So content helps you educate people and tell people what you do. And then there's marketing. Marketing is the aspect of distribution of the content that to help people generate interest towards the things that you're offering. And then there is sales, which is marketing aspect into clients. And then you have the customer support, which is more fulfillment, and then operations. And why are most of us failing these components? Because we are lacking 2 things, which I call automation and delegation. And if you lack these 2, you don't have a business, you just have another job. You're just telling people, I have a business, but you really don't have a business, you just have another job. Because automation means you have technology that does the job for you, and delegation means you're paying other people to do the things for you, buying yourself time to do what really is important. So that's what business model should be if you want to scale your businesses, is have these 2 things. So next, I'm going to look at a couple of AI tools in terms of scaling that you can leverage. And the first is just AI, which is more ChatGPT. And this, I believe, is the most important tool, which most people have not learned how to use it. And to communicate or use ChatGPT, you need to learn a couple of things on how to use it and how to communicate it and how to give it instructions so that you get the best out of it. So this is a simple simulation of a prompt that you can model. And if you read through this prompt, it says, I'm a marketing behavioral expert and I want you to provide detailed value of a blog. So I'm looking to make a blog post from this. We lead people to a CTA, take my own coins at the end of the post, selling without being salesy, write a 1,000-word post with a focus on 10 tips for selling by invitation, confidence, blah, 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 all that. So what this prompt does, it's first of all giving a role to ChatGPT to give you the results that you want. I want you to present results as this person. And then you're giving it a task, which is a blog post. You want it to give you a blog post. And here you're being specific about the facts that you want. What are some of the facts that you want it to have inside it? And then here you have a goal, which you want to have a CTA for people to end in terms of the cost that you want them to sell. So biggest challenge for most entrepreneurs, they have not understood how to leverage this tool in terms of how they can use it to scale and learn some of the skills in terms of businesses and how they can leverage it to get more clients and help them also build their content that can resonate with the ideal audience, because we talked about the aspect of content marketing, which is very important for entrepreneurs. And then the second tool is MI Project. If you have not come across this tool, this is a tool that anybody who's looking to start their business should have and utilize it, because on this one helps you craft your winning marketing strategy with AI. So what it does, you're gonna feed it information about your business, describe what you're serving or who you're serving or things that you want to do, and then to spill out for you a whole marketing strategy that you can leverage to build your business in terms of your website, your marketing, basically anything that you want in your business. So if you have no experience, you've never started a business before, this is a tool that you can leverage. So it helps you in your marketing strategy to create a value proposition for you. It will tell you what the benefits that you can sell, how can you position your products, to give you a market analysis and pricing and the audience that you can go for. So that's one of the best ways. So if you're doing a startup or you're already scaling a business, clarity is the most important tool that you can have for your business. And these tools helps you leverage that to build your clarity. And then we have Apollo.io. This is a tool that I use for lead generation. And this is for targeting leads. And I think I can have a couple of minutes to kind of, I think I can show you how to use this. 1 minute. I think that will be the best way to kind of simulate so that you understand how to use it. So this tool allows you to only connect with your ideal audience. So assuming you have a target of a certain industry that you're looking to connect with, you can leverage that. It does very well with LinkedIn. You're building your leads. So I'll go to my LinkedIn real quick to just kind of show you. Anybody want to share their LinkedIn account so that I can show you what?
Yeah.
I've got my LinkedIn account open. Oh, you know what, for yours. Okay. Yeah, it's just Kylie Doll if you're looking for mine on yours.
Okay.
Kiley. There we go.
Right
there.
yeah,
Down,
okay.
drop down right there.
Okay. So a quick way, if you're doing outreaches on LinkedIn, so this tool allows you to get people's emails, contact numbers, and do your outreach. So here, using this tool, I'll just hit here and I'll request for your email. Let me see whether to give me your email and phone number. Let's see. Let's go to your profile. So this especially good for people who are industry specific. So if you're looking to reach out to specific people on this tool, so you can create a campaign, connect with specific people. So here it show me your phone number, your email number. I don't know whether that's the right number. So if I was to connect with you, I just have your email. I'm looking to target to you. I know you're a VP of a certain organization. So you clearly able to do very specific niche in terms of searches that you do. If you're looking for vice presidents of organization, very easy to do those outreaches to make sure you're only connecting the specific, either it's managers, so you're able to do that using this tool. So that's one of the simple way that you can do it. In the interest of time, this is just a simulation of how simple you can do an example of reach out with a specific person. So
nice.
That's one of the two. And then I'll finish up with another tool here that I use. And this one is more of Facebook. And this one now allows me to monitor Facebook groups and conversations that are happening in Facebook groups. And
That's
it
good.
allows me to find the best Facebook group using keywords. So there are keywords that I need to feed it based on my ideal audience that I'm looking to connect. And I can use it also for LinkedIn and for Facebook. So mostly it's Facebook and LinkedIn. So it tells me my audiences are in this category. So it sends me alerts and people who are looking to buy in my inbox. So I don't have people searching for them. So especially for entrepreneurs who are very busy, a 9 to 5, they don't have a lot of time to do outreaches. This tool helps me at the end of the day to skim through in 30 minutes, 25 groups of my ideal clients using the keywords that I've put in, and I'm only able to
Nice.
give value and respond to only the people that I want and are only qualified. So that's one of the other way that I'm leveraging AI. So it's called Devi. And I think
Beautiful.
that's what I wanted to share with you. So I'll invite any questions.
Awesome, awesome. Gentlemen, do you guys want to go first? I've got some questions, but I'll simply go second. Kedar, Jay, do you have any questions?
Yeah, so I have a like one quick observation, and maybe you can correct me. So this what you just presented is very generic, right? It is applicable to any field. So maybe
Yeah,
consumer products, or maybe services, or maybe like whatever IT services, consultancy, whatever, anything. This strategy and the tools can work,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. That's
Okay,
right.
okay.
Yeah.
And then one more thing that just makes me think, and this is based on recent conversation I had, is that was also someone who was talking about a lot of like leads collection or something like that. But not quite AI, but maybe some AI. Is how can someone like an entrepreneur do a side by side comparison? All right, I worked with Alex, and these were the 100 leads I got, and out of that, 15 or 20 I converted, and this is how much cost it was per lead. So that is this much money for converted lead. Versus I worked with someone else, and I got whatever 200 leads and this much cost and this. So is there a way to like very quickly gauge the effectiveness?
Also, you're saying in terms of in terms of the cost per lead
Effectiveness, like
or
how effective this
effectiveness.
is, like with some numbers, not just like, oh yeah, this is great.
So I would say effectiveness, I'm rating it between 60 to 70% in terms of the people that I'm doing outreach. And
Okay.
the whole goal is all these clients come in at a very different times. So you might get 100 leads, and the whole goal is to fill your funnel. Some will come in by maybe in 3 months, others in 6 months, others in 1 year. But the whole goal for you as an entrepreneur is to build your most organic basis, because that's what holds most businesses. So if you're
Right.
able to build a couple of good strong basis in terms of organic base, that will help you in terms of scaling. And that's what most businesses struggle when they start up. Instead of burning your money trying things like adverts and all those things, we help you build using this. And I'll say 60 to 70 is the number that I'm looking at based on the people that have used it.
I think that's great. So my
Yeah.
question would be, Alex, I think because I coach entrepreneurs and I coach businesses, and it's like, I think a lot of people waste a lot of money and a lot of time on things that do not work, partly at their fault, but partly as just they're just, how you said the lady in the red dress, I'm gonna say the sparkly thing, the squirrel, sparkly thing. So you've got to really, really put the effort into things that work. So before we run out of time, I'd like to hear about your program that you've got. I think it's this weekend, yeah?
Yeah. So this weekend I have a workshop that I'm running. I call it AI and Canva. So what we'll be learning is how you can scale in terms of building your brand online, leveraging AI and Canva. So I'll be hanging out with a couple of entrepreneurs to show them how they can leverage some of those tools, AI tools and strategies to scale their businesses. So that's what we'll be doing this weekend. and I want to maybe share the link with you here.
That
Somebody's
would be
interested.
great. That would be great. And what I'll do is I'll also have my VA put the link in the, you know, because we'll make this a beautiful presentation for the people that were not able to join.
Yeah. This was a beautiful presentation, and I'm glad that we were able to keep in the time. I was
Beautiful
worried
and
I was not able
effective, though.
to.
Effective is important.
Effective is important. Yes.
Yeah, and you know what, you guys, it's like this. Some people always ask me, you know, Kylie, do you always feel like, you know, because I love people teaching things in my entrepreneurs workout or entrepreneurs hangout. And it's like my area of expertise is not AI. I just need to know Alex, right? I need to know enough so that I can talk it. I need to know enough that so that I can teach people, listen, this is what you need. But I'm not the expert here, and I'm not ever going to be an expert at it. I just need things to work. And that's why I know experts.
Definitely, that's true. For us entrepreneurs, you can't learn everything. There are things that I feel like I want to learn, but at the same time, when I look at them, they're not the best way for me to be productive in terms of my business. So I want to focus my efforts on where my strengths are, and then I can leverage other people's experiences to kind of build over on these other things that I want to learn. You know, it's you need to build. That's how you build yourself, how you become a smart entrepreneur, because I don't want to be making the same mistakes that somebody made. You know, if I can learn and shorten my journey in 2-3 months, that saves me 5 years of struggle and trying to figure it out by myself. So that's kind of my thinking. That's
Excellent.
the model that I use, and I'll go learn something from somebody, and I become better every day because I invest in my education. So
Amen. Amen. Hey,
yeah.
Alex, so give us the link. And
The
what I'm
link,
going to do is I'm going to put the link in the chat so everybody has it, but I'm going
there
to
is
copy that
here
link. Got
on
it.
the
I'm going to
chat.
copy this link and I'll make sure that it's available tomorrow or tonight for the recording.
Yep.
Okay, got it. I've got it. So that's
Mm.
great. I'll give it to my VA and it'll be in the recording so that people can sign up. So
Mm.
any other questions, you guys, for our Alex, the AI coach?
None from me. I'm good.
Mhm.
Awesome, awesome. Alex, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate you. Let's get you some business because this is what it all comes down to. He spent
Yeah.
hard effort working on this. This is his business and he deserves some really, really great support. So awesome, awesome,
Great.
awesome.
All right. Thank you so much, Kylie, for making this
Thanks.
possible and being here in this beautiful community. And we'll keep in touch as usual. And thank you so much for the participants, for the great questions that you guys asked. And I'll see you online as usual.
Thank you, Alex.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye, you guys. Every day. Listen, the Entrepreneurs Hangout is always the last Wednesday of every month. Sometimes we're online, sometimes we're in person, but it's always 5:30 the last Wednesday of every month. Have a super night.
All right.